Hi people, welcome to a workout, yeah. So today I'm going to do gymnastic rings and bars, yeah. What I mean by that is chin up bar and gymnastic rings. Yeah, I haven't done one of these workouts for a long time because of the issues with the shoulder, and unfortunately it's put me off. Now, a few years ago, before I started doing this channel, I did get heavily into training with chin ups and gymnastic rings, and that's pretty much all I did. 3 or 4 times a week, and I got quite a substantial physique with it, but that's before these issues turned up again and made it really difficult to train that way. So I don't know how it's going to go today because I've not used this piece of equipment for quite a while. If you watch my videos you'll notice, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to warm up with some press-ups. Now you say press-ups aren't bars, well they are, because I'm going to do them on this bar. Yeah. Now the good thing about doing them on a bar instead of floor is you get full range of motion. You make sure your chest touches that bar, yeah? And that's how you get full range of motion. Now I'm going to have quite a narrow grip first, and we're going to go for as many as I can. But with a difference, with a twist, I'm going to lean right over that bar so that the bottom of my chest touches that bar and not the middle. So it means that there's a lot of shoulder activation as well. Nice pause at the bottom. That's 10 of them, yeah. That gets some good activation right at the bottom of your chest, that when you lean over, and it gets some good shoulder activation as well. But it's also good if you've got a shoulder injury. For some reason I don't quite understand, it doesn't hurt as much as having my hands flat on the floor. That hurts me, whereas this doesn't hurt as much. Right, so I'm going to go for a wide set now, so I'm going to have my hands right at each end of the bar, really awkwardly wide. Yep, and I'm just going to go for it. So I've got to engage the abs so the body don't collapse. Touch the bar. That's a really good exercise, that. It brings the forearms in, brings a lot of chest in, a lot of shoulder, and it also brings a lot of back into it as well, just by being that wide. You can feel your back tense on way down, but only on this bar, funnily enough. Really good exercise. It also is good for strengthening wrists because you're constantly on that tension there. Nice warm-up exercise, that. If you notice when I do these press-ups, I'm not in a rush. I don't rush to blast 10 out, and what else, and you notice I'm a little bit out of breath as well when I've done them, and that's because I'm not simply going up and down. I grab the bar and I physically try and squeeze it towards the middle, and that squeeze takes a lot out of you and you get more for your buck when you're doing press ups. So imagine when you're coming up, try and squeeze bar, and you just can't, it's not going to move, but you put the tension on the inner section of the chest there, yeah, rather than just going up and down. Right, so up next is iguana press-ups. Now at one stage I could definitely not do these because of the shoulder injury, and I still find them quite difficult. So make sure that you're not going to tip that over so all your weight goes that way. Yeah, if you are using a bar, pretty dangerous, pretty stupid, but I've got nothing else. Right, so squeeze the middle of the bar and use your grip and push that way, yeah. And then get over the bar so your stomach lands on your hands. Now before you start these iguana press-ups, it's really important to really squeeze the abdominals and the rears, the glutes, because if you don't, you'll push your belly out and it's really bad for you. You need a good core stability. So set core first, and off we go. 5 on that hand. I'm going to swap to that hand as well, because what you find is it's like a bit of a one-handed press up, and the hand that's that's nearest to your body takes all the brunt of the exercise. So you've got to swap so that this arm then does it, which I'll be interested to see what happens, because I'll struggle with this shoulder. Right, so I'm going for 5 with the left hand closest to the body now. Yep, see if I can do this. Now remember, this is my damaged side, so I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to squeeze with all my life and hope for the best. One more, come on. 5. Quite impressed with that, to be honest. Yeah, a few months ago this shoulder had just totally collapsed on that one, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to immediately turn this round, take them off. I'm on the thicker bar now, so it's thicker than the bar I used the other way around earlier. So I'm going to go straight into press ups. Seven, 3 more. That big pause gives a lot of time under tension, yeah. And the fact that you're squeezing bar inwards on your way up as well puts a lot of pressure under your muscles, so you get more for your money. And you tire quicker. Remember, training's as easy or as hard as you want to make it, so you can just blast them out, make it really quick and easy and get it over and done with, or you can make things slightly difficult by tweaking what you're doing. I like to tweak what I'm doing, yeah, and get more for my money on the workout. Right, so now I'm going to return to the wider press. So right at the end of the bar, eight. Ooh. Squeezing literally everything, abs, core, legs, glutes, everything, and it soon wears you down. So squeeze everything, get all the body. Whew. That really does make a difference, especially with that thicker grip on this side, yeah. It's better than the other grip I had, I like it better. Right, so I'm going to move on to pike push-ups now, and I've not got really a really good setup. I've got a wobbly buffet, yeah, and this bar. So it's a bit health and safety conscious, you know what I mean, but that's training at home for you, you just do what you've got, don't you? Right, so I've got the buffet to elevate my feet, and I'm going to try and get my backside quite high, and the chest is going to touch this bar. Good thing about doing pike push-ups on a bar, you get the clearance so that you can get a deeper push, and it's better for your shoulders. That's if you don't break your neck, if buffet sits over, but we'll see, won't we? So I'm going to get a really good foothold on the buffet first, make sure I'm safe, yeah, and grab hold of the bar good, get high in the air, on my toes, over, chest touches bar, and back, and then lean into it. No. 5. I'm going to have a break because they're really difficult. Yeah, it's like shoulder press with a bar, but you've got no balance here. And try to hold that steady, so it's core. I'm trying not to fall forward. Again, it's core. Shoulder stability plays a lot, but mainly it's just the traction that you get through your shoulders when you're doing this. Really is hard. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a breather and I'm gonna do another 5. Right, let's see if I can get this last 5 out without breaking my neck. So I'll get a good foot in on there. Eye up, come down steady. One more. Oh, only just made that last one, yeah. As you can see from them, it takes a massive amount of energy to get them done. Yeah, slow it down a bit, kills. You get a lot of time under tension. But what I find they do as well, they force your shoulders back into the sockets, and then you do that under load. So what you're doing is you're forcing your shoulders into a retracted, more comfortable position where they should sit on your back, and you're doing it under pressure type thing. So eventually these will train any injuries away, providing you don't break your neck doing them. Right, so now I'm going to move on to chin-ups. Unfortunately for me, my shoulders are still too weak to do unassisted chin-ups, so I have to use this band. But we're still getting them done. I'm going to go for a really wide grip right at the end of the bar. Yeah, just see how that pans out. Six. What I'm finding straight away with them is the left damaged shoulder is so far away from the right normal shoulder, it can't find any assistance, so it's all on its own. So it's having to do the work, which it's really struggling on. But I like that because it's meaning that it's doing the work and not getting a piggy ride on the right side. So I'm going to try 5 more of them. I'm going to have overhand grip now instead of fist grip, so I'm going to go overhand, see if there's any difference. One more. 5. Ooh. Yeah, they were good. They were pretty good then. I noticed a little bit of locking in here still. It is getting better, but it still locks and I'm a bit worried about it. So I'm going to narrow my grip now. I'm going to have a closer grip and try them, see what they feel like. So go on to a much closer grip now. Five of them. Just going to have a breather on them just because of the injury on here, it's so weak still. But at least it's getting somewhere now, it's able to do them and strength's building up slowly, yeah. But just because you compromise people, it doesn't mean to say that you have to stop training. The only time you stop training is when it's painfully painful, as in it's doing you more damage, yeah. That's when you stop. But if you can cope with it and you're not damaging yourself further, you must keep moving and you must overcome injuries and issues. Right. Five. Ooh. That was a better 5 than first lot, that exploding up, yeah. And I feel that muscle there that really don't want to work come into play. I had to turn on it, I had no choice. I'm going to have a breather and I'm going to do some narrow. I've had a breather, I'm going to go for narrow ones now. Now, if I stop halfway through, it's because it's just too bad for the shoulder injury. I'm just a little bit worried that if I close that grip, it might close the joint and cause some issue, but I'll soon see. So, I'm in middle of bar, I've got thumb width either side of green band, so that is fairly narrow, and we're off. Five, ooh. Surprisingly, I absolutely love them. Yeah, you can get higher on bar. It trains a deeper portion of your back at the rear. All the bits in the middle runs down your middle of your back. It trains all that, and it trains all this here. So it's nice, and it brings lats in as well, but high up. I like that, surprisingly. I've not done them for quite a while. Have a little breather, a little rest, and then go for 5 more. As you can see, I'm not resting for long. Go for that 5 more. Middle at bar, thumb width apart from green band. Get a really good grip. So try to hold it at the top. Can't even get to the top, just have a breather. Whew. Whoa. They bring a bit of chest in unless it's aching front press-ups, but I feel it in chest as well. Oh. That 1 more, get over the bar, come on. Yes. Whew. That's them out of the way. Now we're going to do assisted 3-fingered ones, and I really don't know how they're going to turn out. Right, so now I'm going to go for 3-fingered chin up. So it's 3 fingers on the right hand, assisted by a full grip on the left hand. So the left hand I put as far away as I can, and the right hand I have just above the shoulder that's doing the 3 fingers. So let's see how this goes. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Ooh! That's awesome from the boys. This right side didn't get much assistance from the damaged left side. So it'd be interesting to see what happens when I switch the grip to 3 fingers on the left, yeah, because that was quite difficult, yeah. So I'm going to have a breather and I'm going to try it on the left side. Just before I move on, yeah, I'm just going to explain something, yeah. If you notice, I'm not doing sets and sets and sets of the same chin up, yeah. So I've only done 1 set of the wide, 1 set of the medium, 1 set of the narrow, and I've gone on to these, yeah. But what that does, it builds your chin up strength up eventually, because you don't realise, even though you're changing grip and doing loads of different chin ups, it's set after set after set after set, and you're training everything in different movements, so you're getting different muscles coming in as you're doing different exercises. So it's a really, really good way of confusing your brain to think that it's not doing that many into actually doing that many, but using different exercises to get there, and it does build up strength over time. We'll have a laugh with these left-fingered, 3-fingered ones now. This is the weak side, by the way. Let's see how weak it still is. So we've got 3 fingers just above shoulder, and we've got the fist grip right at the end of the bar. So so far through that exercise, I felt a big pop and a clunk and my shoulder adjusted. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it felt really good. It felt like something's moved into position. I always say that, then I'm knackered out. But yeah, it felt good. It didn't feel bad. It kind of adjusted its then. But another thing that felt good was the fact that I could actually do them. Yeah, and it wasn't that difficult. So this injury is improving day by day. Yeah, it's took a long time. Yeah, but it is getting there. So I'm doing something right for myself. Yeah. Now, when I say right for myself, what I mean is just what I do for when how I repair. You shouldn't make a reflection and go do that for yourself if you've got an injury. What you should do, like I've done, is seek professional advice and help. Get the right exercises to get yourself back on track and then start training. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it on my own. I sought the help of doctors, chiropractors and osteopaths. Yeah, and it was eventually the osteopath that sorted it out. Yeah, and I still do the exercises he gave me because they're fantastic. Right, so I'm going to move on to underarm chin-ups now. Anybody that watches my videos will remember when I couldn't twist that arm, and it was real difficult to twist that arm and get it on the bar. It's kind of still the case a little bit, and I do get some popping in the shoulder, but it is able to twist a lot better. So I'll see how these go. I've not done them in a while. I'm going to use a wide grip underarm just for the shoulder cuff, so it's a little bit in a better position. I'm going to go wider on these, not close. And I still get that pull on that shoulder on the left. Just let it stretch out, give it a chance. Off I go. Yeah. Let's have a breather. It's just pulling a little bit too much for my liking, yeah. It did start to hurt then. I'm going to have a little breather and see if it'll sort itself out, but if not, I'm not doing them. 7. Oh yeah. That's a big improvement of how I could do them last time, but the pain that's coming through there, I don't want to risk it. So that's a no. Finishing there, yeah, I don't want to risk it. Moving on. Right, so I've got rings set up now. This next exercise, it's not going to resemble an L-sit, a tuck plunge or any kind of thing you've ever seen on rings before, simply because I'm no longer fit enough or healthy enough in the shoulder to be able to do those movements anymore. But listen, you have to start somewhere when you're rehabilitating yourself. So I'm going to do the best that I can with a hold, and eventually over time I'll build the strength up again and I'll be able to do them properly, yeah. So I'm going to do the best that I can with a tuck hold. It ain't going to be pretty. So get good and stable. Get a really, really good grip. Make sure your shoulders and lats are set. Yeah, especially when you've got a weak shoulder like me. Don't let it crumble. And then I'm going to just simply lift my legs up. I'm going to hold. "20 seconds, yeah, just before everything crumbled into dust." That's all I'm going to do on them, yeah. That 20 seconds is a long, long time, yeah. Now, as my strength develops, I'll do the planches and the tucks and the L-sits, yeah. But I'm a long way off them, yeah. If you watch my videos back in day when I first started, I could actually do them. So it's just surprising how quick a little bit of injury and a little bit of time off can set you back years. Right, this next exercise is an exercise that I've not been able to do for a long time. Again, because of this injury, and it still really, really struggles with it. Which is why you'll see me being a little bit cagey when I'm training with rings, because the stability just isn't there yet, but it's getting there. So now I'm going to do ring curls, and I'm going to do my best to keep position. Yeah, and when you keep position, you get a better hit on the bicep, but my shoulder don't like it, so it might look a little bit funny. So get in the position that you want to be, nice curling position, and off we go. Took me a while to get into that, a lot of creaking and popping and wanting to give in, but I just persevered and got through it. But eventually I could get the full range of motion that I wanted, and it wasn't that bad, so I'm glad we're on way forward. We're moving forward again at last, yeah. Getting the training in, yeah. Soon have these guns back to what they were, and I'll soon have this off. Ring training, by the way, is absolutely superb, yes. One of the best forms of training you can do. The bar and everything is just pure strength, there's nowhere to hide. Right, next set of these, let's see if I can get some full range of motion out of it now. Oh. Two more. Nice. I like them. Good thing about doing it on rings is there's nowhere to hide. You can't, the left arm can't piggyback off the right arm because it's completely separate. So you can either do it or you can't. And this is what I built this really damaged arm up eventually, yeah. Because believe it or not, this arm is a full inch smaller than that arm because of the injury, yeah. All this side completely worn away at one stage. To a point where I was really worried about it as well. It will disappear in the muscle even though we're training. But that's all sorted now. We're on track to success, yeah. A better day today than the other day when I couldn't do my own killer 20, yeah. But this is what training's all about, people, yeah. Get up, keep moving forward, keep training, and you get there eventually. Right, so we're going to do an exercise that used to be a favourite of mine, skin the cats. It's a shoulder exercise, but it also brings forearms, biceps, core. Pretty much everything into it because you've got to spin round and spin back, so you're using all your body really. It is an hard exercise, I just want to see how it goes with this. Not done it for a long time. Hope these rings are high enough. Get them set so they're the same width apart. Bent arms, pull yourself over. Then back. I'm purposely doing this to get that stretch in the shoulder. Oh, nice. Now I'm going to go for some more skin the cats because I like them, even though they are difficult. I'm going to try not to touch floor now. Oh. Whoa. Next time I could do a getting higher on rings so I can tipple over more. Yeah, but I like them. I'm not as good as what I used to be at them though, but I do like them. And at least. Right, so I'm going to finish today's workout with these on rings, yeah. So you've all seen them little wheels, haven't you, where you push yourself out, pull yourself back. It's a core workout in it. Well, these are very, very similar, but they're more shoulders as well. So they'll do a little bit of core, but it's mainly to get your shoulders rolling and pulling back. So treat it as a double whammy, both a core exercise and a shoulder exercise, but still crunch up, curl all your body into it, and then lean out. And then pull back with shoulders. Then curl up lean out. And you'll see what I mean about it being an actual shoulder exercise rather than a belly exercise when you get to there. Now, what that exercise does, it does a few things. It trains all your serratus, yeah, it trains your abs, but most importantly it trains your shoulders right from back, right down your back when you get to that position there. And it's very similar to when you're using cables and you're pulling down straight like that. It's a similar exercise but a little bit more effective. So that's a workout done. I'm quite chuffed with that one, enjoyed it. Bit sloppy in places, but we got the job done, yeah. And there we go, there's the results. You know, 40 minutes training on your rings and your bars, and you can achieve not a bad physique, yeah, not a bad pump. So I'm getting there, people, yeah, I'm getting there. Why am I getting there? Because I'm still doing what you should all be doing as well, yeah. And what's that? Keep training.